Greetings, Japan fans. Today's show, we're looking at some of the difficulties as a leader of leading your team when they're sitting at home, working at home, can't see them. Don't know what the hell they're doing all day. That's what we're going to talk about in this episode. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, the best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. This podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan. Trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to rate 5 stars, review. This is an awesome podcast. Share it and let other people know. And don't forget to subscribe so you get it every week. This is our daily podcast lineup to show you how committed we are to your success. This is what we do for free, by the way. All this stuff is for free here on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesday, the Presentation Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Touches in no Oshie program. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. Every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast program. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Wherever you get your podcast, you'll find those there. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is natsukashi. Natsukashi. This is, what a nostalgic thing. Oh yeah, I'd forgotten about that. That's, how great. From the good old days. Yeah, natsukashi. This might be when, you hear some music on the radio or someone's playing some music, a song, a hit song from maybe, if you're like me, it's going to be from centuries ago, but from many decades ago, and you go, I remember that band, I remember that song, natsukashi. Yeah, or you see a TV show you haven't seen for a long time. Natsukashi. Yeah, that's good. Something's nostalgic for you. Natsukashi. And you with clients, you could say that. They might say something, make a reference to something, and you could just say, sore wa natsukashi desu ne. That's very, that's very nostalgic. Sore wa natsukashi desu ne. Yeah, so desu ne. Sore wa sugoku natsukashi desu ne. Yeah, something like that. You say something like that with the client. Natsukashi by itself would be too abrupt, but with your friends you could just say natsukashi, and no problem. This is episode number 379, and today we're talking about the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune running a virtual team. Japan has some set pieces around leadership. The middle manager boss sits at the head of an array of desks arranged in rows so that everyone in the team can be seen. This is important because this is how the boss knows who's working well in the team and who isn't. They can be observed every day, all day long, what time they arrive, what time they leave, who's late back from lunch. It is all there in front of the boss. Meetings are easily arranged and follow-up is just shadowing. Suzuki, what's happening with that report? Now, the team are at home, away from the constant surveillance of the boss. The boss has little idea how they spend their days, and our clients tell us many middle managers are struggling to supervise the diaspora. In many cases, the day would start with the chorei, the morning huddle, get the team together to go through what is on for that day. These meetups can continue even when everyone is at home. We have just moved it online. Everyone needs to be on camera at 9 a.m., dressed for business rather than in a t-shirt. If you don't come on camera, that is a red flag. There may be some depression, issues bubbling away in the background. As the isolation starts to get people, they begin to withdraw. One of my team didn't come on camera for 3 days in a row, saying there was an issue with the laptop webcam. Was there an issue? How would I know that was the case, sitting in my study at my home? I immediately started organising another laptop to be sent out. I need to see everyone's face every day to check how they are doing. In the end, it was a technical issue around the privacy settings in Teams. The point, though, is I didn't really know what was going on. I have to be continuously keeping an eye out for the emergence of any stress or depression in my team. At the chorei, the morning meeting, we go through good news reports, the vision, mission, values, the Dale Carnegie principle for that day, who we are visiting virtually or otherwise, and who is visiting us, each person's top 3 priorities for the day, and a motivational quote. Whole thing takes about 10 minutes. I usually spend another 10 minutes talking about things like taking care of your health, standing up regularly because we tend to sit for too long, issues around coordination which have arisen, the latest news in our business, the cash flow situation, and recognizing good work. We also have coffee time with Dale at 3 p.m. every day for anybody who just wants to shoot the breeze and catch up with colleagues that they don't physically meet anymore. The meeting cadence with direct reports continues online, but it is easy for this to fade or drift. People's new work-from-home schedules seem to make it harder to connect. Back in February, when we started working from home, it had a temporary feel about it. On reflection, I didn't immediately embed some processes I should have. It is now many months since our migration to working from home, and we will have many more months like this. These direct report meetings are a discipline I found I have to really enforce because many of my staff seem to possess ninja-level skills at avoiding talking with the boss. I want stuff from them. I want it yesterday, and I am very demanding. Talking with me is probably a pain. So some are quite creative in escaping the supervision. The biggest issue has been coordination around the whole business as we all descend in our little pockets of responsibility and start losing sight of the big picture. Find out more when I come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do tailor-made custom in-house programs. We do these in our Super Safe classroom. We do them online. We do them in Japanese. We do them in English. Today's show is sponsored by our Virtual Selling Mastery previews. We have 2, one on October the 1st and one October the 15th. Virtual Selling Mastery is a 5-week program, 3 hours at a time, helping sales teams how to sell in the virtual environment. Does that sound like the sort of thing your sales team needs? Get them onto this program. Come and check out the preview yourself. October 1st, October 15th. On the 6th of October, we're doing leadership training for managers. 7-week program. This is everything you need. It's leadership in box. Everything's there. Fantastic program. 7-week program starts October the 6th in the classroom. Now, October the 22nd, we're doing the Dale Carnegie program. We're doing the 3-day immersion version. It's a 12-week program normally. We do it in the classroom, 3-day immersion version starting on October 22nd. Our website is enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. Check out those details on those programs, or you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, we've got over 1,000 for you at Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, comes out every Monday. Fridays we have the Japan Business Mastery Show. Sundays we have the Japan's Top Business Interview Show, where I interview leaders from SMEs to corporate captains of industry on the topic of leading in Japan. And every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, get my books, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery. You get those on Amazon. Welcome back. I find I have to spend a lot more time now making sure that key information is being shared and that I am also sharing key information rather than hogging it to myself. This is a time-consuming activity, but we have dropped the ball a couple of times because it wasn't done properly. Before you know it, timelines start to drift, activities drop out of completion sequence, and confusion is not far behind. This is when you discover just how detail challenged some people in the team actually are. In the office, it got covered off somehow. Being subterranean, it wasn't noticeable. In isolation from each other, however, wrong data inputs have a horrendous impact. They spark a lot of effort to clean up the mess created. It draws people away from what they should be doing, dragging them into the morass of rework. We tried to get around these coordination and communication issues by creating one truth. There is a live document in Teams that everyone can access, and all changes are noted there. As a training company, we have training events scheduled live online or in the SuperSafe classroom, so we can see which ones are being executed, which are postponed, who is involved, etc. A limited number of people are allowed to feed into this document to enforce accountability and control. You may need a similar live document that tells everyone what is going on, which is being updated continuously as things change. GIGO, remember GIGO? Garbage in, garbage out, is an issue for any document, so the details have to be monitored carefully. To overcome the isolation, one-on-one meetings are being held more frequently than when we're in the office. However, I find it is even harder than normal to get hold of people because they're often holding online meetings or on the phone. In the office, I could just walk over to the desk and signal to them to see me after they finished their call, or grab them when they came back from their meeting. I just have to invest the time now to make the communication channels work properly. I find our younger people are not phone savvy. They don't check their phones for incoming calls they have missed. This wastes a lot of time trying to get hold of people. So I have to be pretty bolshy with them about checking their phones for missed messages and to check their voicemail regularly. It is a real pain, but sending emails or text messages as well seems to be the way to get their attention. People are now working from home and are liberated from the daily grind of commuting in Tokyo, which is good. They are not necessarily pouring this extra time into their work, though. As the boss, I have had to become a much more supervising leader than before, which I actually hate. There are many more moving pieces now due to COVID-19, so whether I like it or not, I have become more interventionist to make sure it all hangs together. How about you? Has this been your experience too? Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then tell your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to rate 5 stars, review. This is a fantastically helpful, useful podcast. Subscribe, get it every week, and share it on iTunes with other people who need help in leading. Contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Don't forget to go to our website for details on our programs, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. Until the next episode, take what you thought valuable, put into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners, so be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy, committed to your success here in Nippon.